I think we had a lot of fun looking at culture, dance, song, music, and also some fantastic food out there. I just thought I should take this moment to explain where India is heading to. It is one of the largest economies, almost in the world. We have a 1.5 billion population, the youngest crowd, what you see in the world is from India. Almost 808 million people are young in the age of, 35. So how North Dakota, with just 800,000 people living here, can explore this opportunity, especially with the friendship between India and US is going stronger day by day. So I thought I'll just throw some points for among the audience. I'm sure there are a lot of future thinkers, professors, doctors, and distinguished people who think big, global, and maybe some points will be very useful for this community. So one is I've been following this legumes, which is a great source of protein, can substitute easily animal protein, or probably 50-50, that will be great for humans to consume. And we produce a lot of legumes in North Dakota. And I don't see people consuming that much, and that is one of the reasons I try to promote in Fargo Fresh, the groceries that we produce here in Western North Dakota and Saskatchewan, but we hardly consume that. Just a small cup of protein, protein can give you about 13 to 15% of protein. So it's Indians are like, they are very top vegetarians and they consume a lot of proteins. This is the only source of protein for them. And I thought North Dakota is one of the largest producer. Every farmer is owning about minimum 10,000 acres of land to about 112,000 acres. That's humongous. So I've never heard any farmer owning that kind of land anywhere else in the world. So we have that potential, and India could be a great source to consume as long as it matches the prices. And the farmers, local farmers, can directly get into the third, fourth generation of traders in India, so that they can get much better prices for their yield rather than giving it to the big traders sitting in US. So this is another thing that we in the communities, a lot of us have connections in India. We can help to establish this relationship along with the trade office. I'm sure we have a trade office here, and I do not know the extent they can handle all this demand and supply. So that is another thing I thought we should really help people who can plug in with India. Next one. So shortage of nursing is another thing that I have been dealing with. I went and studied a lot of nursing schools in India, and we thought we are having a dire situation in that country, shortage of nurses. Although we have a 2 years nursing program to be a certified nurse, but elsewhere it's a requirement of 4 years degree to be a practice nurse. Even then, there are not enough nurses to supply, and we are running the show with travel nurses. They are very expensive. So India is the biggest, one of the biggest producer of high quality nurses. Almost solid grind of 4 years of training in some repute hospitals, and they serve anywhere in the world, New Zealand, Australia, England, Europe. But this is the only country that, we are not able to bring them and use them with such a big demand. Especially in North Dakota, with all more and more old people residing, everybody needs a better healthcare and affordable healthcare. And the cost of healthcare is rising because we have shortage of doctors. I'm getting an appointment after June if I call today, and that's really funny for me. How do I deal with a physician who's going to see me after a year? So these are the challenges that is going to, because the city is growing, the state is growing, and how do we plug in? This is very important. So if the country within a country, all the rules of H1Bs and all can be sorted out, they can easily bring in those highly qualified nurses. They're all NCLEX ready, they all speak the language, and they are pretty good, young, vibrant. So this is what we want, and it will really help this community rather than just rely on travel nurses. So this is another thing that we should plug in, work with the legislators and see how we can make this happen. Any help in this area, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to help the community. And tourism. India is becoming one of the largest, very important, interesting place to explore travel these days. It's all beautifully done. The experience on airports are fantastic. The things to see in an ancient, vibrant country is too many. Whether it's a crowded city like Mumbai or a beautiful place like Kerala, or go to motorcycle riding in the Himalayas. So you can experience some wonderful things. All you have to do is step out. Gone are the days that it's unsafe to be there. So it is as tough as Chicago or San Francisco when it comes to crime, right? So any big city has all these things, and it's the same thing. Like I said in the last line, there is no place that is safe until every place is safe. So why worry? I think you should step out, travel, and when you travel, you get to see with a different attitude. Whether we can plug in some business, talk to some businessman, explore. Imagine 1.5 billion people. Even if you are creative in making a fountain pen or something different, that's the kind of people that you can sell it to. So so that's what I thought. People should come out and travel India and bring in a lot of values for you. Next one. Universities, business entities. We are having a big shortage of workforce. Most of us are running under capacities because we don't have people. Whether it's technician, operators, engineers, doctors, nurses, or anybody, even a cook or a chef, it's very hard to find these days, especially in North Dakota. Despite paying very high wages, when you compare Mississippi or Alabama, still you don't find people here to work. So where do you get people who are interested to come here to work? Not from Australia, New Zealand, or Europe, or England. Only Asian countries, there are some people available. They're crazy to come here. So we should make use of that and make some legal immigration a little bit more easier, simpler for at least highly qualified people. I look at all these young people who come to do MS and PhDs. They struggle a lot. And these are highly qualified, highly talented people, but nobody is helping them and absorbing them as there's no sponsors, there's no awareness among companies to hire them. And that's very sad, While we are encouraging foreign students to come here on paying double the tuition fees to support the local school. We have come down on GRE. There's no more GRE. There's no more GMAT. So that means anybody can come. So which then when they come and invest so much in study here, then why don't we take them? We need them. Lack of awareness, how to do an H1B, how do you take a OPT, it's not the thing. I think we should move with the right attitude, and schools should be more proactive. The training and placement should be very proactive so that they can address all these things. Just having a department with no activity is no good. I thought they should educate all the entities, the business entities, work with them, and kind of open gates for all these students who struggle a lot. A PhD guy is doing it for 8 years, is almost 35 years old, still making some stipend. And these are highly qualified people. An MS guy, without any option, he signs up another MS. That's very cruel. To keep on doing one MS or the other, and nobody is sponsored. And we have a big demand for these kind of people, but lack of awareness, the HR will tell, hey, we don't deal with any sponsorship. That's not good. I'm talking this because I'm seeing this on a day-to-day basis, and things should change and encourage such wonderful talent around the world to be able to come and work, at least in North Dakota. I know California was a swampland some time back before George Bush, our president, made it so great. You know, it became a Silicon Valley and hub. Texas was, cowboy land, probably both the presidents, George Bush and his son, both the Bushes. The entire city has grown into, all the activities are happening in Dallas. The population has grown to 40 million people. Now we have a chance in North Dakota. I've lived here for 26 years. What will I do in my lifetime to do better for this community, for the next generation? So if things on this level, such a big universities we have, but if they don't have a plan, if the young people don't have an idea what they do after they graduate, it's not a waste of time. We feel very sad to see people struggling. So definitely we need people, definitely we need talent. So we need to also understand how do we achieve this. So I hope this was my message that I want to reach out. And just few points to ponder. There might be many things that we can keep talking all day long, but anything that will help this community, feel free to reach out. Most of us are very well connected. We keep traveling to India very often, and we'll be more than happy to do an honorary job to help things move to the next level. Thank you so much.
He often says about the employee shortage and he always comes up with some solution. He always has something to talk about employee shortage, nurse shortage, and this is the apt platform for him to share with all those concerns with our distinguished guests here. So next is a Kuchipudi dance. So there are 8 recognized traditional dance forms of India: Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, Manipuri, Kathak. So we cannot find trained artists to perform all the different 8 dance forms of India. Maybe next year, if we are hosting our second Heritage of India Day, we would be able to find artists to perform all those 8 recognized traditional dance forms of India. But today we are fortunate to get a very trained dance performer, Srimati Margaret Sam and Dr. Anu Gaba, to perform Kuchipudi dance. So Kuchipudi is a dance form originated in the state of Andhra Pradesh, southern state of Andhra Pradesh, around 10th century, named after a village in Andhra Pradesh called Kuchipudi. So I would like to invite Mrs. Margaret Sam and Dr. Anu Gaba to perform the first Kuchipudi dance called Kuchipudi Sabdam Recitation. It is based on Ragam, Mohanam and Talam Adi. This is about a lover longing for her lover to come back, so she is dressing up in nice costumes, perfumes, and making a garland and waiting for him. And finally, she is sending a message out through a dog, and then finally her wishes come true. So let's enjoy the dance by Srimati Margaret Sam and Dr. Anu Gaba. Thank you. To mention Dr. Vijay Gaba is also performing along with them. Thank you.
Day-Sep